Hey guys, Brash Pillow here. Welcome back to more Scrap Mechanic. Yeah, we're just gonna continue doing these Master Mechanic trials. Having a lot of fun with these, and I'm kind of learning the game, so why not continue? 17 out of 40. Let's see what we're ready for. So here we are in challenge number 18 of the Master Mechanic trials. We took a sneak peek at this one last time just to kind of see what we're working with. Take a glance at the camera here again. We have to go up and around this giant pillar, and then we run into these little green and red squares on the ground. Don't know what those are going to do quite yet, or how to activate them, so we'll figure that one out right now. Let's see what we have to work with in the chest. So nothing abnormal here, just the usual bearings, blocks, seat, engine, thrusters, buttons, wheels. So yeah, let's take this and throw something together. So here we are with our pretty standard looking vehicle, right? We've got our boosters to keep us against the wall, and we've got everything wired up with our wheels here, and we should be able to turn on the front. Engine is set pretty high, and these thrusters are maxed out. So let's see if it can handle it. Still going to have to figure out what's happening once we get around here and hit those green. I don't know if it's like a sensor or something of that nature, but I guess we will find out here very shortly. So coming down the wall, and yeah, whoa! Okay, this is like a motion sensor of some sort. I think we have a limited amount of, alright. It's just gonna keep going back and forth until we step off the sensor. So, okay. I'm concerned that once we cross over, then maybe we're going to be stranded up in the middle of this thing. So we'll just try it and see what happens. Don't really need the boosters on right now. Ooh, okay, well it stays active, so we're fine. I just need to let up on the gas a little bit. Let's try that one more time. Alright, here we are for attempt number 2 on these things. I'm going to leave the boosters on because honestly they help to slow me down with the amount of speed I have to put on the engine on this thing to get up the wall. I need all the slowage I can get. Alright, well that was really easy. I mean, significantly easier than the one we did before this. So, alright. That is just fine. I imagine they were just trying to introduce the whole concept of motion sensors. But they also kind of already did that with the racing challenge, so beats me. Alright, so it looks like for this one we've got some Ninja Warrior action going on. We have to like spider walk our way across this wall. I don't know how we're going to do that. Maybe we have to make an extremely wide vehicle. But I'm already seeing now there's something here that I don't recognize. Okay. We've got, well, I read these in the manual. This is a trigger. Yeah, it's a motion sensor. And judging by the fact that there is a blue block here and this is painted blue, I'm guessing we can set these triggers so that they only trigger off of like a certain color block. So yeah, so we'll have a couple triggers, and when it senses blue, we're gonna make something happen. But to be honest, I don't know what yet. Let's see what we have in the chest. Alright, so this is all pretty standard, and we don't have any, like, it doesn't give us any motion sensors or anything like that. So what on earth is this all about? Is that already a motion sensor? What is this? Okay. Yeah, I think there are already motion sensors here in the wall. And so we need to paint our vehicle blue, and my guess is that this floor will kind of just open up in front of us. We're not going to have to do any crazy like Spider-Man maneuvering on these walls. So let's just do that. Now, we are going to have to get it at the proper height. So this is what, 2 blocks off the ground? Are these the same blocks that I'm working with? Probably roughly. If it's not, we can always readjust. All right, we'll start with that. All right, so yeah, we have this cute little go-kart thing. Haven't painted it blue anywhere yet, and it is a little bit heavy in the back. That's okay. So I figured we're just gonna add some blocks on this thing, and it's gonna read blue, and we'll be good to go. So, all right, looks like we need to go just a couple blocks up. Let's reset. It's not really where I want you. And we'll just be able to kind of come out maybe off the back of this thing. Like, not like that. Like, come on. I can't seem to place a block right there. That's okay. We'll come out like this. And just paint it blue. And how do I change the color here? Looks like the Q key. And I don't know if that's the right color. Looks pretty close to me. Alright, well we have a blue rim going around this thing at about the right height. I think it's the right shade of blue. So let's see what happens. If we pull up right next to these things. Would you look at that? They open right up. Oh. Alright, that's a bit unexpected. So it looks like we are going to need to expand this thing out either to the front or to the back because it is a little too narrow. We cross out of the range of the motion sensor before we even hit the next one. So let's just solve that problem by coming out on the front. And we'll just come out like this with a, yeah, a little blue plank. And there we go. So that should be good enough. And let's turn up the engine because it is just a little bit too slow. It really wants to fall backwards though, unfortunately. But this is looking good. Sensors are reading us well in advance. And they're not dropping out behind us. So yeah, this looks like the solution. Oh. Okay, well that wasn't good. I think our wheels came off the ground a little bit and we just tilted out of sight of these motion sensors. So you have to be a little bit wary of tilting. Let's try again, but a little bit slower this time. Oh, there we went again. Oh no. Alright, we're gonna have to turn down the engine. A little bit too much energy coming out of this thing. We'll just go nice and slow the whole way. No way to tip. This is perfect. All right. Perfect. All right. Let's see what's next. So, okay. Got another motion sensor. And that's going to activate something. We may have to go around a corner this time. I don't see any other options. Okay. All right, so we go up and then around a corner, around another corner, and then, wow, okay. Not sure how we can go around a corner. And I'm also not sure if we're going to have to. I don't know what this green motion sensor is going to do. Okay, nothing on the board to give us any tips. And everything in the chest looks pretty standard. So, yeah, I'm not sure what to expect out of this one quite yet. Let's just put something simple together and see what happens. Alright, here we are with a really simple vehicle. As usual, let's see what happens when we touch that sensor. Everything is working. Great. Aha. So that whole thing is just going to start rotating now. So we don't have to go around the corners. Or do we? That's a good question. Okay, it's just going to keep going back and forth. Just like that. So I could hit the wall right now and right. Oh man, don't do this to me, camera. Okay, I think I know what we have to do. And this vehicle should be plenty well suited for it. Oops. So, I mean, this doesn't even seem like a challenge as far as making a vehicle. It's more of just a challenge of figuring out how the level works. Because all we're really going to have to... Oh man, this better not keep rolling. All we have to do is stay on here. Alright, now we go down a little bit. Or do we? No, we go up. Wait. Hold up. Yeah, we go up. And we sit up there and wait for the block to rotate. So we're going to hang out up here. It's kind of unfortunate that we've been using the same vehicle, like the same two vehicles for almost all of these challenges. So I'm pretty excited to get some variety in here, but I mean, this is fine for now. So, well, this could be interesting, right? We're about to go up and over on this ramp that could end in us falling upside down. All right, I think we actually finished there. We crossed through the finish line, so that's good enough for me. And, okay, so we have to press a button once again. We're going to have to make something nice and tall. Ooh, what's this? That looks like a piston. Haven't used these yet, but I imagine they extend and contract. So we might use that for pressing the button. Right, we're kind of going to have to, because if we make a vehicle that tall, we won't be able to get in through the opening there. Looks like we're just going to open up that section of the wall right there. So we extend so that we can press the button and then retract so that we can make it through the door. Seems pretty straightforward. Let's see what I can come up with here. And I only just now noticed that we have a vehicle sitting here already. So, okay, there's already a piston on it. We get one additional piston to work with, which there's already a button on this thing too. So I don't really like what they've given us so far, so how about I just scrap most of that? I mean, it is called Scrap Mechanic after all. Right, so starting from scratch, we're going to have a seat. Okay. We're going to have a bit of a front end here. And then right here, we're going to have a piston, actually a couple pistons. And they're both going to lift up a sort of forklift type poking machine, right? So I don't know what the range is going to be on these, but I imagine it's going to be a lot more than what it is by default. So let's set these both to 8. And we'll come out one more on this, and then we're going to have some wheels. All right, so here's the vehicle. Again, seems pretty simple. Let's take it off the lift and see what happens when we press this button. All right, it's going to be a little bit short. Let's make sure the driving actually works before we take off. Works great, just a little bit slow. So let's go ahead and modify this. Take it up a couple more notches, and then these are going to have to be like 12 or something crazy. Let's do that. I mean, that looks almost good. We might just max it out. 15. Looks good to me. So we can roll right up to this thing. All right, it's a little bit short actually. So, okay. You can like hammer it. Boom. All right, so I may need 1, a little bit more speed, and 2, maybe a little bit weightier material, and 3, to actually raise these things off the ground just a little bit more. So let me reset this. Let's get rid of these for now. And yeah, this is gonna have to start a little bit more elevated. So we'll come up like this. and then have the 2 pistons, of course. And let's get the metal out here because I think we need some of that. So metal will come out like this. And we're going to need more speed, but I don't know how this thing's going to be balanced right now, so we might have to tweak that. And in fact, let's go ahead and just, in advance, we'll place a little bit of a counterweight back here, and we'll give that a go. Although, I know I'm going to have to reconnect these pistons and tell them to go back to, what, 15? Let's try that. Well, only one of them is extending, but I guess that's okay. And yeah, it's actually not quite heavy enough in the front. So let's just reset. And okay, why isn't the other one extending? I mean, that's fine, whatever. I'll get rid of these. I don't know why they're not both extending like they were last time, but I'm not overly concerned about that. And I think I need I think the weight I need is actually going to be here in the front. Let's put some of this. It's not enough. The real problem is probably this electric engine. I'm going to try changing it out for a gas engine and see if we get a better result, because this thing is just insanely torquey. Or maybe I'll just turn it back down 2 notches. It's a little bit better. But does this have enough weight to actually press the button? Not quite. They may have been onto something actually with the vehicle they had out here in the beginning had a nice big block that was being pushed up, and the support for that block was coming from the back. You can actually push it out with a piston. So let me try that actually. Let's see what happens. Okay, so number 1 raises, and number 2, I have not connected to the button quite yet, so let's do that really quick. Number 2 will do that. Great. Let's see how it works. Moving nice and slow. Raise it up. And once we come in contact, or close enough, we will extend it out. Okay, might need to come a little bit closer. Extend. No. Alright, I think if we tweak the piston here to extend a little bit further and to come out much more quickly, we can get a nice punch action, and that will hopefully do what we need it to do. And this is deathly slow, so let's increase the speed a little bit. That's good. That is quite the balancing act. I am not pressing any buttons. Wow, that is just amazing. Perfect. All right. Yeah, that's awesome. Okay, now that we're back on 4 wheels, let's get right here and punch it. That's really close. If we can manage to make that piston extend even faster, we might be good. So let's go speed all the way and range 10. I mean, this is going to be pretty unstable, I believe, but that's okay. Yeah, I'm all about balancing today, apparently. No problem. Okay, so let's go nice and close. And hit it. There we go. Okay, we can lower it back down and make it to the finish. So that was kind of tedious just because of all the tweaking, but we managed it. Overall, pretty simple challenge. And, alright, I think we'll do one more. What is this one all about? Okay, so definitely have a button. You can go check it out. All right, hit a button. I mean, let's go check out the camera, because right now this is almost seeming like the same challenge we just did. We're gonna go under the thing, raise to press the button, and then go under a thing again. I mean, this doesn't seem terribly difficult. Yeah, let's just see what we have. Great, we get even more pistons than last time, and I think we can totally manage this. So, yeah, let's check back and see what I've built. I mean, all right. Once again, we've got something pretty similar to the last one. Let's take it off the lift. See how the turning is. Everything is good. Getting, you know, making less and less mistakes as we go along now, so that is always good. Raising up the first piston works just fine. Oh, okay, I just realized, yeah, we've got a little bit higher button this time. So thankfully, they've given us a third piston to work with, so all we really need to do here is, will this stay stable while I remove a couple things? I believe it should. I'm going to remove this, put a piston here, and I'm wondering what happens when I try to extend it. I'm going to have to hook it up to the same button, of course. Right, so it's not working just because there are more blocks here, so unfortunately that also means I'm going to have to move these. Oh no. Oh no. Wait, we have the welding tool. Can I give that a shot? Let's see, weld that to that. Hey, that's what I want. Will it stay? Hey, that works. Now I just need to put the buttons back on this thing. So where did that go? I think, is it on the ground somewhere still? There's another button sitting around. Hello? Maybe it's back in the chest. No, I mean, that's not the button that I had. I had a switch. Oh, there it is. Cool. And we'll just remove this one while we're at it, because it's kind of in a weird spot. We'll put both of these right here. Button 1 and button 2. Button 1 will control both pistons. Button 2 will control the extending of the button pusher. And we have to change this. Okay, speed 3, 8. Let's do like 10 and 10. Maybe that'll do it. I want to try to keep them somewhat even. I mean, honestly, both of these might have to be maxed out. Oh, that's going to be interesting. Okay, we're going to need a lot of counterweight on this thing. So let's come out like this. Okay, I don't know if that's going to do anything at all, but yeah, this is going to have to be probably maxed out. Same for this one. I mean, that should definitely hit the button, right? I can zoom? No, I can't zoom out anymore. But if I were to extend that right now, yeah, that's a little bit rough. But actually, I mean, I think if I'm right up next to the button, it should be okay. And I might be too high on this now. Or is that just about perfect? No, that's just about perfect. Now I gotta press it. Is all. And it doesn't look like it is quite heavy enough. Let's get some forward momentum and press at the same time. No. So this is going to be a challenge. We're really going to need to weigh down this vehicle with as many blocks as we have. So let me start by just throwing a giant block of wood on the front. And heck, we even had an extra motor, didn't we? And that's in the chest. Motors tend to be somewhat heavy. Let's put one of those on. We won't hook it up to anything because I don't think we really have a need for it. Place some blocks in the back. And that's actually all the blocks we have. So hopefully this does something. No, unfortunately, tilting forward is more the problem we had, so not sure if this is going to help. I might need to move a bunch of that stuff to the back. Right, so I think let's just test this again. Ooh, that was close. Ooh, did I get it? Let's try that one more time. I think I'm pretty close. I just need to extend the speed of that piston a little bit more. So this one, let's say go out all the way and extend all the way as fast as you can. So as long as we're right up against it, it should be just fine. We really want to give it a punch. So let's get some speed and give this thing a nice hard punch. No? More speed, perhaps? There we go. Alright, we made it. Now all we have to do is dodge this block, which is a little bit of a funny additional challenge, but that should be nice and easy. Alright, great. Well, hopefully we get some more diversity in these challenges, but, you know, I'm having fun either way, so. Alright, everyone, we're going to call it there for now, and oh my gosh, what is this thing? Well, I asked for diversity, and I think I got it, so, yeah, I'm pretty excited for this one, but we will have to cover it next time, so, again, thanks everyone for watching. Bye-bye.